legends, I hope you're all amazing. On today's video, I want to show you 5 killer tones, 5 awesome things you can do with a Bass 6. I'm lucky enough to have one of the new Fender Vintera 3 Bass 6 models in the Olympic white finish here in my hands, and I've been having so much fun riffing out on this. It's such a versatile instrument, and I think it really deserves its status as its own electric fretted instrument because it definitely combines some of the best elements of the electric guitar, like a vibrato. You've got 3 single coil pickups on here hooked up to a pretty unique switching system where you can bring any of the pickups on and off. And with the 4th switch, you can either activate the tone control or you can activate what's essentially a bass cut. So it can go from sounding like a traditional electric bass to sounding like a very chimey, open electric guitar. Furthermore, the close string spacing and the neck on this make it really friendly for guitar players like me who can't play bass to save their life, who sometimes want to play some bass and get into some of those low frequencies. What I'm going to do for this video is showcase some of the tones and some of the features by playing a couple of little tunes. And we'll just start off by using the basics like a bass guitar for a rock bass sound. Sounds something like this. I wanted to put together a track that makes use of some of the unique features on the Bass 6, namely the string mute in here, which was used by bass players to emulate the popular tic-tac style bass playing at the time, and of course the vibrato bar on here. I've also slathered everything in spring reverb and tremolo for that spaghetti western style vibe, so the guitar sound on its own is something like this. But then when you pop on this string mute, it goes to something like this. The Bass 6 also played an integral part of the sound of several seminal new wave bands, especially Peter Hook from Joy Division and New Order, and then Robert Smith with The Cure. What I've done with this track is I have layered everything in a lot of chorus, reverb, and time-based effects. These guitar-style pickups on here I find respond really well to those effects, and running everything through a very clean Rockman-style guitar amp just adds to that 80s style flavor. Let's have a listen. a long boy guitar and not do some djent. The tuning that I have used here is inspired by the band Loathe, where essentially if you ignore the low E string, you can treat the top 5 strings like a drop A guitar that's maybe missing the high strings, and then when you want to get absolutely sick and low, you've got this low E. For the guitar tone here, I'm using the Fractal Audio FAS Modern amp, which handles the excessive low end really well. There's going to be some sections where I put on a Boss HM2 model in front of that and then add a massive shimmer reverb. The other thing that I really like doing with this is running a parallel chain with something like a Sansamp bass driver model just for the low end on there. So you're going to be hearing essentially a multi-band guitar and bass tone. It sounds like this. Building on that multi-band idea with the addition of ambient effects, I've gone all in, and using the grid and the axe effects, I've split the tone up into not 1, not 2, not 3, but 6 separate signal chains on here. I've done some ambient overdubs with a bunch of the time-based effects in there, but this particular style of, I guess, shoegaze-inspired, heavy, extended range guitar music is something that I've been playing a lot, and I love that I can basically get this absolutely bunter tone out of this instrument, chuck some drum loops on, and just sit there and write riffs and be creative. This is what I've come up with. enjoying the Bass 6 Renaissance, or you're using a 30-inch baritone or extended range guitar, please let me know what you're using in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from all of you. Or are you just sticking with the tried and trusted Bass 6? The Vinteras really cop that 60s vibe really, really nicely to me, and I love this Olympic white color. But of course, the Squier Bass 6 has been a massively popular instrument, and that is such a cool platform for mods. So if you are using a Bass 6 and you've modded it, let me me know what you've done. If you want to support what I'm doing here on the channel, you can check out some of the music that I make with my band Ragdoll, or you can sign up to the Patreon to get a bunch of exclusive content. Go and grab your guitars or your bass sixes and make a bunch of loud noises for the rest of the day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.